Hey, Sean here from SpeedCubeReview.com. I have a package from SpeedCubeShop. This cube is the new YJ 3x3, and yeah, use discount code SCR, link in the description for a discount on this order. I don't understand what's going on, YJ, with you and 3x3s. Now, YJ has arguably the most popular big cubes. 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7x7. They've done an outstanding job making other puzzles, but they're struggling with 3x3. The short backstory, they were the parent company for Moyu. And so there was YJ, Moyu was underneath, and Moyu brand name was like higher end puzzles. Then they split, and Moyu started making their cubing classroom line, which is where we got the RS3, which turned out to be a great hit. YJ tried making all these different puzzles. I feel like when their first MGC came out, it was like the 1990s. Technology was really taking off, but we didn't know which way to go with it. Cubing technology was really taking off, but that MGC, they were like, well, let's try this, I guess, and this cube shape. It was different and it was interesting, and then, but they just didn't get where things were going. And now they're doing something odd. That right there is ball bearings. So how do I even get this out of here? Apparently there's ball bearings in the center. Oh, just real quick, what's in the box? Screwdriver. Okay. I've heard someone say that it's so it can turn faster, but that's not a huge thing. Like, you don't want insanely fast turning. As far as just from the outside, it looks nice. The centers remind me a little bit of, I believe it's a Dancing puzzle that has kind of little things here, but let's take the caps off and see what that looks like. Well, I don't see anything different really there. That just looks like the normal tensioning system that I kind of like with the screw and just that thing you can turn by hand. It's very dry. Definitely not faster. Corner cutting on a very tight puzzle. This is very tight, so we'll have to adjust it. So corner cutting is okay with how tight that is. I think it's too tight to even get pieces out. We have to loosen this a bit. Let's first let's turn all of these, all the blue stuff, to the lighter ones before we adjust any screws. Definitely feels faster, but we need to loosen the screws a bit. I mean, I normally would just do a solve right away, but that is insanely tight. Which honestly, I'm okay with it being very tight out of the box for people who are starting out. I did customer service for a few months for SpeedCubeShop, and I ended up replying to a lot of emails of people who thought their cube was broken because they got it and it popped. Okay, performs much better now. Take an edge out, take a corner out. So we have corner core magnets. These pieces look similar to a lot of other things. An extra little groove there. But very standard looking pieces. I see springs under there. I don't know what I'm expecting with ball bearings. How does that work? What is going on? Okay, well, I'm going to do a couple solves first without lubricating any of that, and I'm going to take a center piece out to figure out what exactly is going on here, because I don't see anything different. Like, if I just received this, I'll be like, okay, yep, that's another YJ 3x3. I mean, feels kind of nice, feels stable, gives me Volk vibes. I actually kind of like it. Let's take this out, figure out what's going on. Okay, there it is. So right there. So instead of just a washer, that is very tiny. Springs are inside of there, which makes it nice where we're not going to lose it. Don't know if it matters which way that goes on. I think a big question is, does this actually do anything? I would love to try this puzzle and just swap it out with washers and see if there's a difference between this one and then one with washers in it. I mean, for the most part, it does perform well. Okay, so as far as the special washers, I guess I'll call them, I don't know if it really does anything. Like, I don't know if it makes it faster. It's definitely not smoother in any way where, like, if I do this, it's not auto aligning. So the washers aren't keeping it light enough for that. And it also doesn't have the repelling center magnets. And faster is not really something that I need. So I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm out. Okay, yeah. This is like standard YJ. This puzzle, it's fine. You could get world record times on it. It feels like it's 4 to 5 years too late. And the special thing about this, I don't think does a single thing. It seems, you know, as far as size goes, I never really measured it, but it seems maybe 55 and a half. Maybe a little heavier than other ones. I'm not even going to measure it because honestly, if I was to recommend any puzzle for 3x3, this is like bottom of the list as far as current puzzles because there's so many good ones. Not because this is bad. It's just not great. So yeah, I don't understand what's going on with YJ, but you know, they make amazing products, they make amazing big cubes. I think they're just trying to find a gimmick for the 3x3 instead of just making a good 3x3. That's what it is. But anyways, let me know what your thought on this is. Hit like, subscribe, do all those things. Keep following SpeedCube Review for news and reviews and such.